Hey, it's Darren with Fuzzy Dice Motors. Hope everyone out there had a fantastic Christmas. Hope everyone got the chance to spend time with their friends and family. This is called episode 8.5. There was a huge goof up with episode 8. My fancy new mic here with the windscreen and it being external and all that jazz. Well, unfortunately, the case that I have on the phone interfered with the mic, so I wound up with 25 minutes of audio free footage. So we had to go ahead and unfortunately I had to scrap it. I had some really cool things on there. I'd actually had in my opinion, it was one of my better videos. Really nice cars, Porsche Boxsters, Challenger RTs. Had a little bit of comedy in there, or at least what I think passes for comedy. But so we're going to try it again. We're going to check the mic, make sure the mic is working, and we're going to go out and look at some cars. Okay, here's a 2001 Porsche Boxster. I actually drove this car up here last week, and it's one of the ones I was telling you about that I videoed. I drove it around. Great car, fantastic car. Really didn't have any issues. The top's in good condition, the interior's in good condition. Got 76,000 miles, which is definitely gonna make it expensive with those miles on there. Apparently, whatever the high bid was last week, the car did not sell. But did have some battery problems. I don't know. I know they had to jump start it. Yeah, you can see the rear spoilers. That means the battery is dead. But it is a nice car. The quandary you get into with convertibles is it's not even quite 40 degrees right now, so it is cold. Most people are not thinking about cruising around the top down this time of year. But I'll go ahead and open the door here so everyone can have a quick look at it. Said it is a 2001, very low miles. It is a nice car, but the wind's blowing up here. It is not very pleasant, so I don't know how much footage I'll get out here this week. But this is a really nice car. This is one of those cars that you just want for yourself. I'd have to list it and get it sold, but boy, come spring and summer and early fall, this would be one heck of a fun car. Okay, a 2009 Honda Accord 2-door coupe, 105,000 miles. It is red, and as we like to say, resale red. Red is usually not a difficult color to sell, especially in this area with our Razorbacks. People love to support their Razorbacks here in Arkansas. So we're going to open the door here and see what we got. And it's got the leather interior in it. So this is definitely not the base model. Looks like it's got heated seats. It's an automatic, thank goodness. Okay, we're inside the 2009 Honda Accord Coupe. It's got the key fob, it's got the manuals. The seats are in great condition, front and back. Headliner's in good shape. Good looking car. It won't go cheap. Okay, here we are inside of a 2009 BMW 528i. Few scratches here and there. Got some issues here with this knob here and this knob here. I believe those are probably easily replaceable from eBay. Once again, you know, in the grand scheme of things, it's not gonna make the car unusable in any way. We got the engine running here. There's no check engine lights. Everything checks out. The windows, all the controls. Been messing around with all the entertainment systems down here. So probably need to go ahead and drive it around if there's any chance of me bidding on this and actually maybe getting the vehicle. So I'm gonna try to, I got it in drive right now. Some more shots of the auction up there, people working on the inside. So I'm gonna try to hold the camera, and when you drive these cars around here, you gotta listen to make sure that your CV axles are in good shape, the transmission works, your power steering works. If you hear any engine noise. So, here we go. The automatic door locks work, they just engage. It is super important to look at these vehicles in person. Sometimes the camera seems to lie when it comes to dents and scratches. Also, rust around your fenders, your wheel wells, quarter panels almost never shows up in just a quick snapshot. So it's just super important to look at them. Also, by looking at a picture, does the vehicle start? Does it have a transmission in it? Is it going to go through the gears? Do any of the windows work? Does anything work on it? If it's the back wheel drive vehicle, is there a rear end in the vehicle? If it's front wheel drive, does it have any CV axles in it? Everything. Does the seatbelt warning chime work? That kind of thing. And we know for a fact that yes, it works, and it works very well. It's reminding us of how horribly unsafe we are. And of course, we appreciate it. Okay, now I'm in here putting around, which I know, one, for the viewer is not exciting, and two, I probably never got out of first gear, so I don't know if the transmission works. So we're going to go over here, do a little bit of hot rodding. We also check the brakes so we don't kill ourselves and go through the wall. So the engine seems strong, the transmission is shifting out the way it's supposed to. We're going to go ahead and we're going to put this one back. We're going to put it on the maybe list. Get a quick snapshot of the information on the windshield. Makes it a whole lot easier when you go back to try to bid on these online. I have actually ran into a situation once or twice where there were almost identical cars and same make, model, year, but one was in super horrible, terrible condition, one was in great condition, and you really couldn't tell by just looking at the pictures online. And that's why you always want to take a picture of that little information tag that they have on the windows. So we're going to go ahead and put this back where we got it. Here's a 2009 BMW 328i, 77,000 miles on it. I went ahead and took it for a quick run, and there's something about it that I didn't feel right about. That transmission to me did not shift the way I wanted it to. I don't know if it was code, what the problem was. The interior is in great shape, exterior is in great shape, except for that bottom piece right down there in the bottom. just kind of, it's scraped up, scuffed up. But I think I'm gonna go ahead and pass. Now, if we walk back here, we'll notice a 2007 Denali, 159,000 miles. The outside of it looks to be in really good shape. Denali's sell really well, and so do Escalades, and also Denali's as well have a much better resale value than the Navigators do. I don't know why. It may be a quality thing. It may just be, I mean, that's whatever the market decides. But the Escalades and the Denali's do sell a lot better than the Navigators, have a lot better resale value. And this one, we're going to go ahead and take a look at the interior. The outside seems to be in good shape. First thing I notice is the split in the seat. People really hate that because it just makes the vehicle look like it's in bad shape, even though it probably isn't. I know it's minor to some folks, but someone who's going to drop the money to get a Denali like this, that may turn them off completely. Also, you can see on the console over here too, this. Now, these are all small little nitpicky things, but you know, this, I may list this for something like, you know, between $8,000 to $10,000. Actually, probably $8,000. Probably may or may not even buy it up here. So that's probably the difference between me bidding and not bidding right there. Just the seats are in, I don't want to say rough condition, but they could certainly be a lot better. Of course, as you get in and out, these two places here are just going to get worse and worse and worse. So, with that being said, we're going to be moving on. Alright, here we got a 2004 Dodge Ram 1500, 165,000 miles. It is red. It's an SLT quad cab 4x4. It's got the running boards. It is red. Does not have the best looking wheels on it, that's for sure. I checked for rust. I started it, I ran the gears, I checked the 4x4. It's a good looking truck, very popular truck. I did not see any rust. I do not see any dent. Someone took very good care of this truck. I don't think this would stay on my lot for very long. I'm going to make sure we check the other side. I think I looked at it once, but so this is about what I try to keep in stock, is something like this. It's not so new that it's going to bankrupt somebody, but it's not so old, or it's got, you know, or the miles aren't so outrageous that people are just going to steer clear of it. It's got a bed liner in it, running boards, you name it. So we're going to do our best to get this one, bring it back to the lot. Okay, we've got 2007 Honda Pilot, 173,000 miles. And no, I realize this is not a Corvette or a Mustang GT or anything exciting like that. But when you have a very small lot like I do, you've got to get cars that appeal to the masses. And this is an all-wheel drive Honda Pilot, and it also has third row seating. So this appeals to so many people. Believe it or not, there's so many folks out there that they really got to have that third row seat. Being all-wheel drive in a Honda, all leather seats, sunroof, this will definitely tick all the boxes. The check engine light was on. I drove it around. It seemed fine. Needs a brake job. That's not that difficult of an issue to resolve. Definitely not going to chase anybody away from it. And at 173,000 miles, it being a Honda, that's almost next to nothing. These things can go 300,000, 400,000 miles and never miss a beat. So I definitely should bid on this and that Dodge Ram 1500. Maybe or maybe not on the 5 Series BMW. But well, since I'm sitting here talking about it, I might as well open the doors and get some footage here of the inside. The seats are in fantastic condition. The interior is in great condition. Everything seems to work on it. So I drove it around. This back panel's off the seat. That's as easy as just putting it back on. That's not an issue. It's a few-minute fix. And there's that third row that so many people want. As you can see, it's set up to actually hold 3 additional people. Again, the interior is in great shape. I don't think this would be a hard sell. I priced it right, and I would definitely get this one sold. It also has a backup camera as well, which is really helpful. Okay, on to the next vehicle. Well, it looks like we got to cut our car looking a little short. Man, it is so cold out there. Once you can't feel your hands any longer, then you know, okay, it's probably a good idea to call it quits. Battery running low, can't feel my hands, ears are numb. It looks like I found 2 or 3 cars that I should bid on. I should definitely bid on the Ford. I mean, not the Ford, I'm sorry, the Dodge 1500 Ram. I still am wrestling with the idea of bidding on a convertible during the winter time. There are 2 camps of argument. There's that person out there that says convertibles sell for a lot less during the winter time, so I can pick it up for a good deal. Then there's the other camp that says, well, why in the world would I buy a convertible during the winter time? I can't utilize it. All I can do is, either put it in the garage or drive it around with the top up. But anyway, that's it for this episode. Please go to Facebook, like us on Facebook, subscribe here on YouTube, click the bell. That way you're notified the moment we upload a new video. But just remember, fuzzy dice or no dice. See you next time.